Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Call to Wild after stream. We're actually doing this for the third week in a row now. How fantastic is that? I think this is the most I've ever streamed in real time. It's good to have you all here. Hope you enjoyed that drum and bass episode. It's a lot of fun to put together. A lot of old tracks, new tracks, heavy tracks, chill tracks, literally everything in between. Drum and bass is a very fun genre. I love it. Today, we're going to be joined by Justin O here very shortly. We're going to be playing a little game with him and see how well he actually knows his own catalog on Monster Cat. Should be a very fun time. So without further ado, if you have any questions for Justin during this time, please sure to let us know in chat. And let's get into this. Justin, you are live. It is so good to have you here. How are you doing today?
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It is so good to have you here. For those of you that don't know, Justin's been releasing on this label for a very long time, and I think one of your first releases was on Silk, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was way back in the day. Yep.
Yeah. A little full circle moment here. For all of you listening at home that don't know, Justin's going to be playing It's the Ship at Asia's largest music festival at sea. He's going to be alongside Delta Heavy and Blank on the Monster Cat stage. What are you looking forward to most about that?
I mean, it's a festival on a cruise ship. It's pretty amazing. I played it a couple times, and cool thing is like people fly in for this festival, so it's really multicultural. And the theme this year is Halloween, so it's gonna get a little spooky and a little bit crazy. Yeah, so really looking forward to it.
Do you have a costume picked out for that?
Not sure yet. I mean, Chad, if you have ideas for a costume, like, help me out. I'm not really good at this kind of stuff. Now's your chance. Let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is November 1st through 3rd. Be sure to check that out. It should be a very fun time. All right. So, the main reason we're here, we have to see how well you know your catalog.
Oh,
This should be fun.
Let's go.
So, I've got 7 tracks here. They could be pitched, they could be reversed, they could be slowed down. You have to try to tell me which release it is.
So I'm like racing against chat right now.
You are kind of racing against chat, and I want to let you know the last 2 guests that we've had on here have cheated a majority of the time and have read chat because they are so fast and so good at these games.
Gotcha.
Your call if you want to cheat.
Not gonna look at chat.
He's not gonna look at chat.
No. Let's go.
We're going all in. All right, this is track number 1. Let's see if he can get it. Here's hoping.
I mean, yeah, you and me.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You're 1 for 1 right now. That was easy. No pitch. No reversing. Easy enough. You even beat chat, so they can't call you for cheating. While we're listening to this one, this is probably one of my favorites from you. How did the inspiration come about for this one? Because I feel like it's a little different than your other tracks.
Oh, you and me, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the next one.
No, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to make it very romantic, but I knew it was going to be the last song on Welcome to the City of Oz. So it had to be very nostalgic and everything. So I really, yeah. I mean, that was the vibe I was going for. And that intro arc that went like do-do-do-do-do-do-do, that was the first idea I came up with, and then everything else just came to good after. Yeah.
Well, I think it turned out very well. Like I said, one of my favorites from you. I think
it's
a bop. All right, now we're gonna get back into competition mode. Round 2. Let's see if you can get this one.
All right. So it's Assemble with the goat Xylent. You're making this way too easy.
You're getting this like way faster than I imagined. Okay, so we're going to go into Assemble here, right? What was it like working with Xylent, who is just such a big name in the industry?
Oh, like, it's like learning from the master, you know? Just so good, and I think Xylent too. Xylent had an album that was quite similar, like conceptually, in terms of like the creative process.
Yeah.
He had like a story idea and all that. So I think once I told him mine, he knew exactly how we can merge both our worlds together. So this song was natural and it happened really quickly. But I mean, sound design wise, he's the GOAT. He's so good.
I think that's very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very noticeable sound, and it does fit in with the other elements of dubstep, but you know it's his, and I think that's very fun. All right, you're 2 for 2, like right off the bat.
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Round 3. You got to beat chat.
All right, she's a killer, I think.
All right. You have just been nailing these. Yeah,
be.
it is. It is. She's a killer. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're kind of making me look bad here.
I mean, I would hope I know this. This is, I've heard
That's true. These are the
like
songs
a
that she's
billion
made.
times. Yeah. Probably listened to it a billion times before it even gets out to public. So yeah.
If you had to guess, like an actual number here, because I think I'm around maybe 500 to 1,000 before a track comes out. How many times do you think you listen to a song, not necessarily all the way through, but just like to get the core idea before you put it out?
So, like this song, I had the idea right away. So before this, I was making big room and EDM music. Actually, so a quick history about my career. I started making trance music with Silk, and then I started making big room with like Revealed and Spin-In and Armada. And I knew I wanted to really make a big change 180 in my sound, and I really wanted to do dubstep. And I was trying to figure out a way to make it really unique and just not another like Zomboy knockoff or anything. And so that Asian string pluck melody you hear in the beginning, that's the first thing I came up with.
No way.
And you'll hear it in the very beginning of the song. And then it took probably 6 months to finish the actual song. So it was like 5 more months of just choosing the right kick drum and all that and making that work. So yeah.
It's always such a process.
Yeah, but I needed to take that much time because this was the song that would kick everything off. So I wanted it to be perfect, and really happy with how it turned out. Yeah.
Good. All right. Follow-up question for that, because I'm curious.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. We're not in competition mode just yet. You're good.
All right. Shoot.
When you start your tracks, what is kind of the first element that begins it? Is it a melody? Is it a chord progression, drum pattern, or does it change track to track?
It's like 100% melody every single time. Because from there I'll know like what I'm feeling. Am I feeling like sad or hopeful or uplifting or like tough or all that? And so everything will start from there for me. So I always start with usually like strings or like a piano type synth sound, and then I work from there. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think it comes through. While your tracks are very heavy, they all still are on the melodic side. I really appreciate that, because that's what I latch on to. So
I appreciate you. I appreciate.
All right, back into the competition. You're 3 for 3, like rapid fire mode. This is number 4.
All right. This one I'm gonna let chat. All right,
see if they can get it.
The one I did with good bloke named Rogue, who's a very handsome fellow, and it's called "Feel Alright."
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct. I think you still beat chat on that one.
Yeah, he's so amazing though. He's he sings and he also produces and everything. He's a true artist.
That's true. When you go to work on these collaborations with other artists, do you go in with an idea that you already have? Do you kind of just sit down with them in a room and start something brand new, or how does that work?
Yes. Well, with Rogue, Rogue was pretty risky because I approached him with this idea that I was making with this album, and it was kind of new to him what I was doing, but I showed him the song sketch that I had with I think it was the guitar, some of the chords, the plucks, and the drop idea, and then from there he took it and was like I know what I want to do with this. And he came up with a lot of the lyrics, and we worked on the top line, fitting it with the song. And it just happened really organically, but I had to really show him like, this is the idea that I was going for. But yeah.
Nice. I mean, I think it turned out, I think it's always a good sign of a collaboration when you can hear both people's styles in there. And this one
Yeah.
really accentuates that for me.
Thank you.
All right. 4 for 4. I'm going to get you with this one. I know it.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Let's go. All right. So, it's a trick question, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I think
I was
chat
trying to
knows
find
this.
one that was similar to Kill Switch in a way,
Yeah.
just to see if I could stump you, but no.
I think it's Sayazan, right?
Yeah,
Sayazan?
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're
This
just
is a
on
great
top
song,
of it.
Yeah. Sayazan, he's also another great producer as well too. So
Yeah.
really cool.
Very much so. I hope one day that we get another release from him on a Monster Cat, but I think he's doing well on his own. It's good to see.
Absolutely.
Good to see. All right. 5 for 5. Here we go, number 6. That's all you get. You just hear your name. You just hear your name.
Chat has to know this one. Come on. Let's see. Does Chat have this?
Give him a second. Somebody does.
All right. I think we got it.
There's a
Red
few
Nova.
more.
Is it Red Nova Tyrant?
Yeah.
That's our winner.
Nailed it.
All right.
That
That's our City of Oz gang representing.
that opened Call of the Wild 400, if I'm not mistaken.
That was such an amazing intro. I actually didn't even know that was going to be used as the intro, and I think a bunch of us were tuning in on Discord, and when we saw it, it was such a goosebump full circle moment for all of us. So yeah,
it felt like the right one to just celebrate the community, celebrate the artists and the staff,
Yeah.
and just all come together with the different voice lines. It was perfect.
The crazy thing about that is every voice that you hear in that song is actually individuals from both the Monster Cat and City of Oz community.
No way.
So yeah. So I think we set out a prompt where people read out something and they sent us an audio clip, like either through their phone or computer, and then we collected everything. I put it together into a song, and it was the last song to finish off the album because it was missing this, and it really needed this. And so the fact that everyone got to hear their own voice in the Call of the Wild intro as well too, it's a cherry on top of the cake.
It's a special moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm scared to play this one because I already know that you're going to get it.
All right.
Unfortunately. But it was in the episode. I don't think that you were here yet to hear it. So let's see. Let's see if I can stump you here. Last one.
All right.
Already
So
just done.
Yeah, right. This is the part 2, which we made with Faint and Mazar. And She's a Killer part 2.
Absolutely. Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. See,
Yeah.
normally it goes like you get a couple, chat gets a couple, they call you out for cheating, I say you're not cheating, and we go round and round. This time, you just got it before anybody put it in chat, and it was just a dominant win.
I mean, to be honest, I'd be really disappointed if I didn't get any of
That
these.
is fair.
So
That's fair. You did make
stop
them.
sweating.
All right. So I guess just a few more questions. Chat, if you have anything that you want to ask Justin, now is your time to do so. He's only going to be here with us for a little bit longer. So ask away. Ask away. Make it good. We're going to play some music in the background here. In the meantime, if you had to take a guess, how many shows have you played over your career?
Ooh. I don't think it's thousands, but it's definitely hundreds.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I've never counted, to be honest. Never counted.
Have you ever had
Definitely.
2 in one night?
Yes, I've done an after party, but I haven't done 2 cities. I've done 3 cities, 2 countries in one weekend. Yeah, so like three cities in 3 days I've done, which is in 2 countries, but I've never done. And then I've done 2 shows in one night, but one's an after party, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, there's these crazy tours like I think Tiesto on New Year's Eve just rents a private jet and does like three countdown shows. So
That's incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
I'm not there yet.
One day. Give it time.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, I've got a lot of questions from chat here, so we're going to try to rapid fire these as fast as we can. Do you have new music soon from Thunder Music?
Thunder Music. I am working on a lot of new music, a lot of collabs, some with, the old favorites. I'm working on one with Mazar, with Rogue, a bunch of people. I'm also working on a collab with this new Thai producer. His name's Botcash, and that's turning out really well too, and a bunch of singles. I'm in no rush to release anything yet. I want to get everything done and then see where I go from there. Yeah. No rush.
Absolutely. We have another one, and do not take any offense by this. This has come up over the last 2 shows. From Chrissy Star, we have, are you bald?
Am I bald?
Correct.
This is probably one of the best filters there are, right? No.
The answer is no.
Hopefully not anytime soon.
You and me both. All right,
so
another
far, okay.
one. Angelo Pro, we have theoretically, how many grapes do you think you could fit in your mouth at one time?
I've never tried. Yeah, I would think like 5.
Okay.
5 grapes.
That's a good number.
That's a pretty good number, yeah.
What is your favorite track off the Time Traveler? This one's from Ashero Official.
Oh, snap.
A little throwback for you there.
Yeah. I had a song called Stay With Me, which I really liked. And that was one of my first songs where I actually wrote like all the lyrics and like a full song with verse and chorus. So that one's always going to be pretty special to me. But what I actually really like is the intro and the outro. They're both the same song, just one is reversed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it really played into the cyclical concept of the Time Traveler. So to be honest, like whenever I think about that album, I just think about the first and last song, to be honest.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
From one of our beloved mods, DJ Big Homie Squats, what color are your socks right now?
I'm actually barefoot right now. I don't know if I can show you live on stream, but
no, we don't want to give them away for free.
All right, gotcha. I mean, I'll give them only to my fans,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. But usually I just wear plain, boring white socks, and yeah.
That's fair. We have from Pope John, can we please return to Oz, or is taking on an album in that style too intimidating?
Wow. So first of all, making that first album was very, very complex and very mentally taxing. So I've enjoyed a nice period of rest and relaxation. I think now I'm slowly starting to get back into the idea, but if we do go back to Oz, I want to make sure I do it very right. I have written a lot of stuff, not only music, but also plot and story as well too. So it's pretty exciting time right now. Anything's possible.
It's a big project. I mean, not even just making an album is difficult enough, but then to add the story on top of it and the animations and all, it's just, it keeps stacking.
Also, to make sure everything works together really well and also tells something meaningful that's really fun as well too. Yeah,
you want to leave an impact.
It's a lot of sleepless nights, but I think it's totally worth it at the end of the day, and that's the only thing I really want to do right now. So we'll see how it goes.
Definitely. I've got a few people asking this one. What would be dream collaborations or artists to work with?
To be honest, I'm pretty much up for anything right now. I don't know. I see chat saying collab with Muzz. Yeah, I'm down with Muzz. Quentin Tarantino has entered chat, sure, but I think right now I'm just looking for new sources of inspiration to really like shake up and put me outside my comfort zone.
Definitely.
And so really anything right now I'm open to it.
Is there one genre that you haven't produced yet that you're curious of diving into and trying to leave your style on?
Yeah, I mean, I've done like mid-tempo drum and bass, of course. Probably doing more drum and bass and dubstep. I've never really done like glitch hop or lo-fi. I think it'll be a little bit tricky, but I always think about it. Something I really want to do now is do a lot of more like cinematic pieces for the album and try to figure out a way to make it work between two, let's say a dubstep and a drum and bass song, and then have something a little bit more cinematic in between that doesn't necessarily have a drop. So that's what I'm experimenting with right now.
Very cool. We might have to talk after this. I've got some ideas for you.
Absolutely.
People are
that's
very
our first
excited
collab
about
right there.
People are very excited about the idea of glitch hop and lo-fi, so keep that in mind.
I mean, yeah, one day, if after everything's all said and done, I would like to just redo the entire City of Oz catalog and just make it lo-fi or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
A little remaster in a new style. Always ideas floating around.
Beats to study to, but yeah.
Was there any thematic / story ideas carried over to Oz from the music video for Jekyll and Hyde that came from Red Nova Tyrant?
I think Jekyll and Hyde was just a test on things, and from there came into new ideas. Stuff like the idea of Masked, which is like a faceless gang, kind of came from Jekyll and Hyde. The single female, authoritative figure also kind of came from there, and from there just went a little bit more fantasy and sci-fi. And we could only do that. I could only do that because of anime. Anime really, that anime style really opens up to anything in your imagination, which is a lot harder to do in real life. So
definitely,
there are some. It was a stepping stone, I think.
Good. Got another one here from Chrissy Star. When did you start making music?
Wow. I don't know. I think I've been making music for a really, really long time. But I think my first release was around 10 years ago, I think. I got discovered by a DJ named Paul Oakenfold, and that kind of took off my career. I mean, without that, who knows? But I think a little bit more than 10 years ago, I think, was when my first release got picked up.
I guess I'm always curious, what was the catalyst that made you want to open up your first DAW and just start making something?
I've been doing that for a while, like even way before that, since I was a kid. I think I downloaded like a copy of a legit copy of Fruity Loops, I guess, off of the interweb, and I just started playing with it, and I actually used it originally to make rock music, because I wanted to produce, like, being in a band with my friends. The problem is my friends couldn't play any instruments and were awful at it, so I just ended up
a little difficult.
But from there, it forced me to just do everything by myself, like play each instrument separately, and that kind of opened up my mind on how to make music. It didn't need to be played beginning to end. I didn't need to press record and perform it perfectly. Imperfection was where I can come up with new ideas as well too. So it was through that obstacle and that difficulty of not being able to make good music with friends and just trying to figure it out on my own was kind of the first catalyst to make that happen. Yeah.
Do you have any training on just like a real instrument per se, or did you just go straight into the electronic side of things and make it all in there?
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of instruments growing up. Like I think I played like violin, but when I was younger, I could pick up a lot of instruments and kind of intuitively figure it out. And so in school, I used to play in some bands. Like I played like saxophone, trombone, and my music teacher would always like let me choose my instrument last and let everyone choose, and I would get stuck with the unpopular instruments. But it also like forced me to figure that out. Like I think I was the only trombone player, and that was really tricky. But that was the first time I learned how to play, that type of instrument. So it's just a mixed mash of everything. I don't think I'm really good at any one instrument, but I think it's pieces of everything that kind of came together for me.
When you say that you were in bands and all that, does that kind of lead into this new idea where you want to go more cinematic with the spaces between the drops? Or is this just something that you've wanted to do for some time?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to do that. I mean, I think you can hear in even the electronic dance music I do make, it's heavily influenced by like film score and like anime music and video game and this dramatic moments, but also like, stuff like You and Me, which is also very uplifting, but almost feels like a soundtrack to a life rather than a pop song. So I think I just want to explore that a little bit more, like double down on that and do a little bit more of that, because that's, to be honest, the root of where I start my musical journey anyhow. So yeah.
Nice. Very, very good. We're going to do one last question for you. This one's from Vulcanron. What inspired you to switch from progressive genres to more bass and melodic styles?
I think I was DJing quite often back then and producing a lot. And when I was producing, I would start every single song like 120 BPM with, kick drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4. And it got very writer's blocky for me, because template kind of had to be very, very rigid, but I knew when I switch over, I want to make sure I don't do the same sound or one genre, and that's really what I want to do with Welcome to the City of Oz. Like, you have like deep bass songs like Loving Her, Loving You, but then you have a little bit more brighter, more grittier, like Don't Bring Me Down, and then you got lighter stuff like Feel Alright and You and Me, and it goes all over the place. And I really wanted to express myself in that format. And there's even like halftime, like I think it's like 110 BPM kill switch.
Yeah. So
that's something that's a little bit trickier to do with big room and progressive house. Although I love the genre, but I don't feel like I do genres anymore. I just do my style.
You make a song.
Yep. That's all I want to do.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking all these questions. I know chat always loves to get time with the artists here. If you have a shameless plug to let the viewers at home know, now is the time for it.
Nothing, just join our Discord. It's discord.gg/City of Oz. I think Rocketman will pop up the link in the chat or something. Yeah, it's a great community, and there's a Minecraft server on there will blow your mind. Like, the community has worked amazingly on it. It's a 1-to-1 recreation of what you see in the music videos. So
no way.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like keeping that on the download right now, but it's so underrated. It's pretty cool. You should check it out one day.
Go check it out. I posted the link in chat for all of you that are in chat right now. Thank you all so much for joining us. Be sure to catch Justin on It's the Ship in Asia, in Singapore. It's going to be quite the show. Going to be a very fun time. Justin, thank you for joining us today. It's always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Bye. All right, that was Justin. Thank you all for joining us today. If you liked the Call to Wild drum and bass episode, I've got good news for you. It's uploaded literally wherever you listen to music. Spotify, Apple, Amazon, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, wherever. Go listen to it. It's a fun episode. Thank you always for listening. It's a very fun time to chill with you all in chat. And if you have any questions, we're always in the Monster Cat Discord. Come see us in there. I usually hang out in the Call of Wild MSS MCTV chat. I think there's dashes in between there. Come say hi. It's going to be a good time. We're always here every week, 2 p.m. Pacific time, directly after Call of the Wild. If you want to see us hang out with staff, artists, we'll play some games, we'll run through project files, literally anything's up for... We do anything. Come join us. But yeah, all in all, thank you all for being here. Until next week, bye. 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 Get out of here. Bye. The stream's done. Go home. Go home. It's gone. Bye. All right. See ya. Okay. Okay. Bye.